here, so we're live. Sorry, there was no bad thing.
We are live now.
Oh.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Stonington Vineyards. Yes, we are on the air again with a screaming child in the background, but we are on the air for yet the third week, and as of next week, Man About Town will be in our brand new home. So you will see us at the same time, 3 o'clock next week, and it'll be 3 o'clock on the dot. Won't it, producer Andrew Fiore?
This time it's gonna be different.
Okay, heard that song before. Got with me an old friend, or she's rapidly becoming an old friend, Nicole DiMattei. She is the artistic director of the Granite Theater in Westerly. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here with Rosé.
Yes, this is, you have frozen rosé and I have frozen Seaport White. And you all want to get here. We're here till 5 o'clock and so are they. They close at 5 o'clock. But yes, it's a very hot day. But when you get in here, I am here to tell you, it's cold in here. It's beautifully cool in here.
As
And
is the frozen.
yes, as the frosé, and I don't know what they call this. I know it's frozen Seaport White. We don't want to say Fright. That's not good.
Fright and Rosé.
But it's very good. If you like Adele's lemonade, this is kind of like that, but with wine, and it's very good. They also have wine flights, red and white, and they're here to pour for you. We are just off the tasting room. You see behind us all their bottles, the ones they have won awards for.
The Seaport White is one of those.
Yes, it's an excellent wine. Yeah, they've got about 8 different kinds. And if we can get Susan in here in a little bit, who is in charge of the tasting room, she can give us the whole rundown of what they've got. Tell us the rundown of what's doing at the Granite. You've had such a good month of
Oh my
Kiss Me
gosh,
Kate.
I know. It's been absolutely wonderful. Oh gosh, it's so nice because the first 4 shows at the theater, that's not including Love Letters, right? Or well, Tonight, which was also at the theater, but Full Monty, Tale of the Allergist's Wife, the Laramie Project, and Peter Pan were all 2 weeks long. This one is 4 weeks. So with 2 weeks, and hello, welcome. We're the welcoming room.
You're on the air.
We'll have people sign, and we'll sign something on the way in. But so
They were all 2-week shows. And
yeah,
this is
so
4 weeks.
so much goes into opening night, and then so much goes into closing and strike and getting ready for the next show to take over the space. So those shows were okay. We open, and now I'm prepping for strike. And so this is
Strike meaning when they take it down.
all the things come down. Yes.
Just trying to translate
Yep.
for the people who don't know.
The set, the props, the costumes, they all come out of being used. Set especially is really important so that the next group can come in. But so for costumes, then we split into dry cleaning, regular laundry, things that were like just thrown on so it could just be
This
sprayed.
is what people don't know.
I know.
They just buy a ticket, get there, watch the show, applaud, and go home. They don't see all that.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, and then the props all need to be put back into a place where they belong so I can find them again. So that, when I started at the theater 2.5 years ago, the props were something.
Yeah.
And over the last 2.5 years, I've had some volunteers help me organize the spaces. And so now all the props are attached to the side of the building, which is really amazing because
When you say they're attached to the side of the building,
so
where?
so-
Upstairs?
yeah,
or-
if you drive in the back to
Right.
park in the handicap parking spot, there are 2 doors back there. One of them goes backstage and one of them goes into a storage area. It's not the storage shed, it's a storage area. And that's where all our props are housed and they are in categories and
So they're dry and safe
Yes.
there from the elements.
yeah. And so I can very easily send directors into that area to be like, okay, let's look for props for your show. Let's look for set dressing, right? Like things that make the set look nice. And they could just pick, oh, I want this gold duck on my set. It's right here, next to
So
this candle.
everything's nice and clean, it's not in a mess in the attic.
Exactly. In the attic, we have lighting fixtures and
Costumes are there, aren't they?
no, costumes are in the storage unit on High Street where with our set pieces. Yes.
High Street, for those of you who
Are not in High Street.
are listening from other parts of the country, is right downtown. It's just down the hill from the theater.
Yeah, so it's in the slightly further piece of High Street, closer to Route 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a nice, it's a giant storage area that you can actually drive a truck into.
Oh, that's
yeah.
nice.
So we're able to build set pieces ahead of time and bring them to the theater, which is really good for these quick 2.5 week turnarounds.
And what about, we were talking about this in relation to another show that will go nameless. What about wigs? Is that something you get from the wig people like in Cranston or whatever? Or do you...
So this is just another amazing thing about community theater. We I had someone reach out. Oh gosh, it's been over a year now. Her name is Gretchen Ayala, and she she reached out and she said, I just want to help out. I have experience in wigs and makeup. And then so I brought her in. This woman is amazing. She is a hairstylist at JCPenney, I think is her salon.
Mm-hmm.
But so she does all of our wigs, all of our makeup, and she does just like exactly like such a professional route. She, comes up with mood boards for the director to see, inspiration boards, works with the director to let them like, this is what I'm seeing, what do you see? She is a designer.
Wow.
And then she teaches the actors.
So lucky.
I know.
What's your name again?
Gretchen.
Gretchen. She's done my little brother's haircuts for a long time. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. So and then we have a bunch of wigs that we keep on site. So in the dressing rooms, we keep hats and wigs. And then I found a bunch in storage. So Gretchen kind of goes through them and sees if there's any that can be used for the show. Otherwise, we'll get some. Wigs that are used on Broadway or in television shows are thousands of dollars.
Oh, I know wigs are expensive.
Yeah, those aren't the wigs we're using, right?
Thank you.
So we're using things that can be thrown on quickly, but Gretchen does then come in and take care of the wigs. She styles them, absolutely, but then also takes care of them. So,
well, they've got to be cleaned after they're on someone's head and in action of some kind.
Yeah, but it's more like just like your hair. Your hair is not gonna stay in a style for a whole weekend.
Exactly.
So, she'll usually come in like once a week.
Is there a shelf life to wigs? I mean, when they've been under hot lights for a long time or been in use for a long time, are they only good so long, so many years or months?
I mean, I would assume so, right? We don't batter our wigs the way, and they're also, because they're synthetic, they're going to last longer.
Yes, than real hair.
Good, but they'll last longer.
Right.
And so there are definitely times when I pulled a wig out and I'm like, no, we don't need this in our lives anymore.
Okay.
But for me, in our intimate space, I would much rather not have a wig unless it's absolutely necessary. And sometimes it is for like period pieces, right? But because when you're in an intimate space and you have a bad wig, it's extremely noticeable, and
it takes slide and move
and then actors as well. You have to wear your hair a certain way under a wig, so that's a whole other thing. And some people are just more comfortable doing their hair,
right,
to fit the time. So it's just like microphones. Microphones are another thing, like wigs, that can take you out of character. Because a costume, for example,
like this show.
Which, speaking of, I think I got these working now. I'll let you finish the drink and
Yes.
come back.
Good. We're gonna take a break in about 10 minutes anyway.
So we'll come on and be louder with microphones. That'll take us out of character. So a costume, I personally think, helps you get into a character. Right? You're like, this is what my
Yes.
character wears. I feel this on
Absolutely.
my body. A microphone is not something you wear in real life. So adding a microphone in is a distraction, and something you need to practice with in order to start enjoying it. A wig is the same thing. Unless your character wears a wig,
Right.
you have, it's something you have to overcome to stay in character.
It's an interesting way of putting it, but it's true.
Yeah, and
Very
so,
true.
again, professional actors have that kind of experience.
Now,
Whereas,
we see actors, I mean, years ago, they didn't do this. They had projector, they had microphones hanging or whatever. But now you see people with these little things on their heads or on their throats or whatever, whether you're going to Broadway or you're going to the Granite or you're going to Trinity or wherever. How difficult are they to get used to?
I dislike microphones with a passion. The ones that are used usually on Broadway, unless they're stylized. So a lot of Broadway shows you'll see now have very visible microphones, and it's part of the shtick. We are not trying to hide our microphones. We are showing you that we are amplifying our voices, right? And you, as an audience, can choose to forget it. Most Broadway shows, though, want you to escape into the story, and so they try to hide their microphones, which they usually do with these tiny little microphones that usually are right here. And Broadway shows have 2 microphones because microphones go out.
2 for each person?
Yeah, so they are wearing 2 microphones in case one goes out. The sound designer can switch, soundboard operator can switch to the other
Aren't they
microphone.
tested before each show?
It doesn't matter. We test our microphones before each show, and then seriously. Right, 2 seconds into the first song, there's no signal anymore. You're dealing with so many uncertainties, and so one way to combat that is to just put everyone into microphones.
Right.
That is, and then you have to try to hide them in their bodies, right? So
That's like being on a wire for the FBI or something. Wow.
But even so, Frozen, the Broadway production, or it's the West End production. The Broadway production of Frozen is on Disney Plus right now, and my kids are obsessed.
Of course they are. They're all kids.
And so my husband and I are watching, and we're both like, where are the microphones? Why aren't they wearing? How are they doing this? There were so many things that we were. The pro shots are fascinating, like how they get the cameras with an audience.
Did you figure it out?
Yes, I Googled it. They edited them out in post. So someone, there was a long editing period. Someone literally just colored them out of the shots. It's fascinating.
But they can do that.
Oh yeah. You can do that in TV. You can't do that on a post.
I was going to say, no, you can't. You absolutely cannot. Oh, it's amazing the stuff they do now. But if you think about theater from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, people had to project. That was part of learning to be an actor.
Yeah.
They had simpler sets. They didn't have all the high tech. And yet they made it work. If it was well written and well acted, that's all you needed, really.
Well, it's still very important to learn to project because microphones are only amplifying your voice. If you attempt to speak on stage like you would in a film, it's not going to work. The microphone will not pick you up. So, we used to do that in our show in New York because it was 4-part acapella harmony. And and so in our first off-Broadway location, we were able to do it without mics, just because the sound in the room was good. The second location that we did the show in, the actual location was better, but the sound didn't carry. And so as soon as bodies were in the room, we had to put on microphones, and it was, then we had to teach acapella singers how to pretend they were not wearing a mic, and it was up to the actors then to, it was up to the actors then to make sure that they were blending, and we told the,
Well,
whoever
that
was running
makes
the sound.
viewing it really tough.
Oh yeah,
Really?
absolutely, yeah. So
Wow.
anyway, I could go on for hours with microphones.
Yes, and we started with Kiss Me Kate,
Yes.
but there are 4 performances left.
Performances left. So, but like part of like the microphone conversation. So we did Peter Pan,
Yes.
and we went into tech for Kiss Me Kate, and I found out a few days before opening, like 3 days before opening, that our microphones weren't working anymore. I love the Peter Pan children. I love them, but something happened between Peter Pan and Kiss Me Kate opening, and we had maybe 6 working microphones.
Wow.
Yeah, and so.
And Kiss Me Kate's got 14 people on stage?
But-
No, more.
No, 19.
Wow.
But we have 14 mics, right? And so that meant that I was out 8 microphones, like 8 people that I thought we could amplify. Last minute struggles, it was like, so Sandy only needs her mic in Act 1. So then she would give it to Trey, so Sandy opens
Right.
Act 1, Trey opens Act 2. So she at intermission gave her microphone to him, and it was this like, and then
you hope, as the run goes, they remembered that.
right. Well, but then it's like, then another one was, it was so bad. I ended up, and microphones.
Who fixes microphones in Westerly, Rona?
Not me.
Yeah, right.
I mean, is there a microphone store on High Street? No.
No. So the microphones that we have, which are Countrymen, they are $350 a piece. And I'm talking about the actual earpiece, not the pack that goes into the system, the wireless system. So just this earpiece, which is what was broken on most of them, was $350. So I'm freaking out. This is not anything, I budgeted for.
No.
And Countryman does allow you to like send them in, if they can repair them, they'll charge you for that, but it's still like
And then that takes them away
$150,
again.
and it takes them away. So luckily I found some cheaper alternatives to like just get in quick. And so so we didn't have them the first weekend, and then I think, yeah, we did have them the second weekend. Like I got 4 microphones in, they worked. I personally like them better because they're more visible. They pressed on both ears, but they're secure, and you don't unite tape. It's a whole other thing.
See, everybody,
This whole show could be about
this is why
microphones.
your ticket costs what it does in New York. It doesn't cost that much here, that's for sure.
My friend was visiting, and she works in television and film, and she, we just spent the whole weekend talking about how much things cost in both aspects, or how you cannot work professionally in theater in LA because there's just no money with how much things cost, even with ticket prices being around $100. Once you break that out and actually try to pay people livable salaries, which what is a livable salary anymore?
Especially in LA.
In LA, where she was shocked that gas in Australia was $2.99. She said hers is over $5.
Wow.
Yeah.
On that note, we're going to take a short break. We will be back. We're with Nicole DiMattei from the Granite Theater. We'll be back and find out what everything costs in just a minute. And we're going to get a little more, I bet.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of
Before we went on.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
I'm can't hear us still. I'm gonna go back to this. It's showing this can work. I am lost right now. Nope.
Wait a minute.
Aren't you glad I called you?
Okay, now they can hear.
But not on the microphone.
No microphones.
Okay.
Okay, I am so lucky that we just spent so much time talking about how difficult microphones are.
Okay. So have people who are watching just watch
Not
their
since the
mouths
break.
move?
Yes. I am so sorry.
That deserves another sip of this DiMattei.
Yeah, I think too bad they don't have scotch here. All right, so now we're going back to, yes.
Hold on, Kiss Me Kate. One more week of Kiss Me Kate. Tomorrow is sold out because it's a Lions night. The Lions Club has taken over the theater, sold all the tickets, which was amazing. And then, I love that because it's community, supporting community, great. And then Friday, Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2. Those are the remaining shows of Kiss Me Kate.
And tickets are available.
Tickets are available.
Okay.
And absolutely wonderful. And then starting on Monday, we have summer camp. We're doing 101 Dalmatians, where we have 8 through 16-year-olds. We'll do
The first week.
the first week. They'll do both weeks, right?
Oh, they will?
Yes.
Okay.
And we are putting on the show 101 Dalmatians. The second week, we're bringing in 5 through 7-year-olds to play the puppies that are in. Do you know that, like when the initial group of puppies get kidnapped?
Where do you get all these puppy outfits?
Well, so I made shirts. It's camp, you know, it's very simple. We have some
White shirts, black
Yeah,
blocks.
I made them.
Okay.
So it's again with camp, we're gonna do more with like everyone wears their camp shirt and a hat to represent their character. So during camp, the kids also will learn set design, lighting design, props design, and costume design.
I've heard nothing about it. Don't ruin the microphones.
We'll see if they.
Nothing.
We'll see who wears mics. But then,
So do they actually learn lines?
oh, absolutely. And because it's just this very short 2-week stint, I actually have time built in for like line work. And, yeah, no, the lines will be memorized by
How do you
2
keep
weeks.
your sanity after working with 45 kids?
Well, so summer camp, we have shows of 101 Dalmatians the last day of camp, so it's 3 o'clock on the 15th, and Saturday the 16th at 11 a.m. And then on Monday the 18th, I'm going to Costa Rica.
That's right, you're going to a wedding. Yes, and they have a lot of alcohol in Costa Rica. Yes. Okay. Wow, I can't even imagine. I just can't imagine that. Wow, so when do they actually put the show on, the 15th and 16th?
16th.
And that's open to the public?
Open to the public.
Mommy, daddy,
Yeah,
grandparents?
tickets are on sale, they're $15, it's a 30-minute show.
And you're doing it down in the lobby or up on the stage?
Where's my kids, Rona? Where's the?
I don't know, I don't know if we're gonna float them, put them in that parking lot. Such a big
It's
parking
not,
lot.
yeah, I'll just say.
Okay.
Wait, are we trying the
Oh
microphones yet?
my,
We finally got it. We finally got it.
I don't know if I should trust you.
Can you hear us?
That is
Who's
working.
gonna
Oh my
answer?
goodness, it's a miracle.
Okay, yay, well, so aren't you
Uh-huh.
happy I went off on microphones? Because
Yes.
it's for real.
It
It's for
is.
real.
Yeah,
Making
now
me
you
look good.
imagine somebody being wired with this, with a little piece here and something
And then they're
down.
wireless.
Yes,
And you know what? It is wild
but they have
about
a
it.
power pack,
The-
right,
I
on the
mean, it
waist?
It is, yes. So it's a wireless pack that sends a signal to our tech booth, right? And then we have to make sure we're not on very specific frequencies. You know, in New York, we also had to make sure we were on like not the same frequency as the theater next door.
Oh, that would be a big problem.
Yes. Well,
Wow.
even, you know, for George Kent's funeral that happened
Yes.
July 11th, the church reached out to us to say, please don't go on these frequencies from 2 to 5, or else you might end up on our sound system.
I never even would have thought of that. Wow.
Well, that's how it works. That's how the wireless microphones work. They travel on an
Wow.
airway. And then there are very specific ones that, like, we have a big sign in our booth, like, don't go to these frequencies, which are the emergency frequencies, right? That the police and fire stations
Sure.
use.
First responders.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's wild. It's all wild.
I never even knew this. I mean, people should really learn this stuff.
I mean, that's why we have these backstage pass nights, right? These are the kinds of things that I talk about, and like just bring people into how we do all of this. Because there are so many, there are just so many things that people don't know and like don't even think about that goes into building a show. But that is why that during summer camp, the kids have a class on lighting design. They have a class on props design. They have costume design, and they have set design. You better believe I'm making them paint the set.
Good.
I sent the email to the parents today. These 2 dates are the days we are painting the set. Send them in crummy clothes. Exactly. Yeah. Because it is so important to be a part of that so that you can appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah, it's not just coming out on stage and smiling and people clap at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it gives you this like sense
You
of
should
pride.
do that for adults too. I don't think they get it.
But I do. And this is why people volunteer. You know, I have one of my volunteers who actually was one of the Westies winners last year with you. She loves to make changes because she loves to sit in the audience and say, I did that. You know, I can see what I did. And that's what brings her joy. Right?
Yeah.
So it is.
Is that Renee?
No, it's Amy.
Oh, Amy. Okay.
Amy, who is laid up on her couch right now because she had to have her meniscus replaced, her knee.
Ooh.
I know. I miss her. I miss her terribly. Amy, if you're watching, I miss you terribly.
Wow.
So yeah. Wow.
That is, yeah, people just don't realize that. They don't. I mean, I've learned stuff from you today that I did not know. So this is really amazing.
Yeah. And then September 5th, we have our fundraiser.
Yes. And you might want to talk about that.
Yeah. So September 5th at the Westerly Yacht Club.
If it's half as good as last year,
I mean, it's the same food.
Oh, and that was the best.
It was so good, right?
I go to a lot of galas. Nobody had the food that you had last year. It was just great.
So delicious, so delicious. I need to bring a doggy bag. But yeah, so 5 to 10, from 5 to 6 is an open bar. And then just, party the night away. We'll have...
It is just fun because you're with theater people.
Exactly. And we're having
you have an auction too.
The silent auction, absolutely. And then the jazz band from the United Music School is performing.
Which
that'll
is
be
great.
Cool. Yeah.
And will Arthur be part of that? Dr. Boogie Woogie?
I think Dr. Boogie Woogie might take a year off. We're a little, he's playing at La Grua today.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then he's playing in Canada next week. And then we're going on vacation. So I'm kind of giving him giving him off.
Okay.
But then also with summer camp, on Saturday, August 9th, the summer campers are performing at the Mystic Outdoor Arts Festival.
That's right. You said they were going to be doing that as well.
Yeah. So since 2021, I've been producing with Anthony, my partner in New York, the Mystic Outdoor Arts Festival Performing Arts Stage. So that was before I even moved here. And
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I knew that he lived in Mystic. I didn't know that you had something to do with that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he brought me up for that, and that is honestly what made us fall in love with the place. Like that first year, Arthur played at the festival and said, I'm loving this area.
I don't want to go home.
Well, yeah, he was like, I might be looking for a house here. And then we got a realtor's phone. He gave him his card. That is absolutely the realtor we used to buy our house. But yeah, so that the performer, the 101 Dalmatianers are doing like the first 12-ish minutes of the show at the art festival. And then at night, so that's at 11 a.m. From 11 to 5, we have youth programs throughout the area and like more family-friendly entertainment. And then from 6:15 to 9, we have more of a like sit down, bring your chair, adult entertainment. And then so the cast of Rocky Horror is doing a song at 7, and I might have someone from Disney Kate sing something. So
Great. You never stop, do you? And when, I know you always do it in October, when are you going to be announcing the new season for next year?
It's usually like mid to late October. We don't have a date yet. And I definitely have not solidified all the show choices yet. So once I have all the rights, we will get a date on the calendar. Or once I feel like I'm working toward having all the rights, we'll get a date on the calendar.
You know, that's something to talk about. We've got a few minutes. I'm certainly aware of it. I don't know if Andrew is, but there are many people out there in streaming land who may not be aware when you say about the rights, what it means and how you have to pay technically for every performance.
Well, so this, as someone who has created shows in the past, this makes sense to me. And I know it shocks a lot of people, but we, even as a community theater, have to pay per show a fee to perform the show, so that a chunk of that money goes to the writers, goes to the creators, goes to the licensing company. Could you imagine if you wrote a show and then someone could do it for free?
No.
Exactly. So I am never mad about licensing rights, but it is a chunk of change.
I mean, I've seen in just a small way what a show cost to do here that was produced years ago, Love Letters, and a non-musical. In New York, where they're doing Phantom of the Opera every night, they're paying for every single 8 performances
yes,
a week.
But so that is not, Phantom of the Opera is not going through a licensing company. Phantom of the Opera instead has an agreement with, like, as part of the original run, you have an agreement with the original director, with the, like, do you know what I mean? So they all get a percentage, a straight percentage of gross, as opposed to what we do, which is
weekly gross.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What we do is pay just per show. And so it's an assumption of gross, because I say our ticket prices are $30 to $35. We have 140 seats. We generally sell 60 to 70% of those. You know what I mean?
Did by the time this ends this weekend, how many performances of Kiss Me Kate?
15.
Wow.
So it's 15 times whatever it was each time.
Yeah, which, do you want to throw a number out there?
I'm guessing maybe $8,000.
Yeah, 8,600 for Kiss Me Kate.
Wow.
Yeah. And it'll be the same-ish for Christmas
And you
Carol.
have to do that whether you have 140 butts in those seats or not.
Well, and that
You
that
better go
is
on
Oh, yeah. I was just about to ask,
You're
what
going to be in big trouble if you don't.
I was about to ask what. So that's the final show for the entire running of Kiss Me Kate. What do I expect to look for that would be different than, say, opening night or like any of the middle weekends?
Tired people, limping dancers.
it is funny because something I love about live theater is that every show is a living and breathing thing. I think opening night is the most fun because you have this energy of people that have been rehearsing for weeks, for months, and they just get in front of an audience. And so
Closing nights like that,
and
because
closing night
they
is
got to give their baby away that they've worked on for so long. They're going to knock themselves out that last performance.
A victory lap as opposed to limping to the finish line.
There you go.
I would definitely put it as a victory lap.
Yeah.
And you know, you might run into some tears at the end, because you get you grow so much personally and as a group, and
it becomes a little family when you do that many performances.
It does. But so yeah, the closing night will be, or closing afternoon will be so much fun. I love Friday night audiences. They are my favorite, and that's why I love that we open on Fridays.
Because
They
it's
are
the end of the week. and
ready
they're
for the
there.
weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday night, love all you Saturday people, but they are the worst.
I've heard you say that before, too.
And every time we have a Saturday show, I am convinced more and more that I am correct. But it's not
Is
just
it because they're late all the time? Late coming from the beach, late coming from the
It's-
restaurants, late coming
it's
from.
that it's they've overplanned their Saturday. You know, they're exhausted from having fun, and the energy has died.
Yeah.
Right. And so
Interesting.
it's more of an exhausted group of people. It's usually of our 4 shows, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday night's usually our lowest attended.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Now, what about tomorrow, Thursday? Because you don't typically do Thursdays.
So we don't do Thursdays.
Although you're going to have a whole bunch of lions in there, so.
Thursday nights, you would think would be lower attended. In the summer, they're some of the heavier attended shows because people have weekend plans.
Yep.
And so our Thursdays have actually been selling really well. And yeah, so that's sometimes like we added a full Monty Thursday because that was necessary. That was obviously sold out. Past years we've done Thursdays for straight plays. They're a little less attended
Right.
in March, do you know, or like April.
Yeah.
But I might go back to that. We'll see. I'm playing with some things for next year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we just always have a
But
time.
like you say, every performance is different. Every audience is different.
Well, and then that's
You
the thing
never
about
know. You know that this line, everybody laughs at this line, and then all of a sudden that next day, nobody laughs. They're all sitting there with their arms folded.
And
You
that
have no
is the
idea.
speech that I give to the actors after opening night. I say, okay, you have done your show, and you saw where the laughs are, and you saw the level you needed to perform at. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, it's always the second show slump, will not be the same audience. Do not push. Do not try to get that laugh. You know your show is good. I mean, you know, that's easier said than done, but
That
that's the
makes-
speech
It
I
might
give.
be difficult mentally. There's a
It
whole
is.
mental aspect
It
there.
is.
Yeah.
Because you're up there and then you don't hear the same laughs. And you have all your lines
like,
you're trying to
I'm not
remember.
funny.
Exactly. You're saying, but last night they.
Yeah.
Well, last night too, if it was opening night, Uncle Herbie could have been there. Or, I mean, we were both at opening night at Theater by the Sea last Friday night. And there were 2 women sitting behind me. And the person I was with said, why don't they shut up? I mean, it wasn't a matter that they were just laughing or they were just, these were middle-aged women screaming, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, at everything.
That
It became
audience
annoying.
loved the show. They loved that show
They
so
did.
much that like,
But it was probably family a
well,
lot
and
of
then
it.
so like when Edna came out and got that huge applause, I was like, is this someone famous that I should know?
Right.
I'm like,
Exactly.
who is this person?
Well, they applauded at the very beginning when they opened the curtain and she's lying in bed asleep. And everyone's going, whoa, whoa.
Right.
You know, so I just have to, you have to remember you're in Rhode Island. You have, with all due respect, you have Italian Catholics, big families, they all come.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, but that's fun. Yeah. And I think that not knowing keeps an actor on their toes, or should.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what
can't
it's about.
count
You
on
have to be in the moment in
Yes.
theater. You know, like, and
That's why I love live theater.
me too.
Way over movies.
Oh, yeah.
way over.
We're not going to tell Bill that.
Yeah, I could because Bill doesn't watch movies. He only builds theaters.
That's true.
Yeah. And remember, he doesn't like movies, which I think is so
that's
funny.
hilarious.
Except he likes My Cousin Vinny. That's the only movie he
I mean,
likes.
it's a good one.
Deliverance.
That's two very different movies.
Yes. We've got about 5 minutes. you've only been here 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Look what you've done.
It's
No,
impressive.
it's extremely impressive. I mean, you have turned this completely around, and I think you've given a great deal of respect within the community for that theater and for what theater is. And you have a great way of involving people, dragging them kicking and screaming in to do your painting and to do all that. But look, like you said, Amy sits there and says she likes watching, which she did.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
mean, I just create an open space that people feel welcomed and appreciated at. And it's a wonderful environment. And when people in the building and on stage are happy, the audience is going to feel that energy. And
Exactly.
it's been that way. I gotta say the love I get from people on a daily basis is amazing and makes me feel extremely appreciated. I got a Facebook message yesterday from someone I haven't met yet, just saying that she saw Kiss Me Kate, heard wonderful things about working with me, would love to work with me in the future. And
Oh,
the
that's
show,
great.
and it is always thank you for what you do at the Granite, and it makes me feel good that the theater is a place that people long to be at and long for it to stay in the community.
Well, I don't think it's going anywhere. Unless you come up with some crummy plays for next year, but you won't do that. There will be a summer musical, right? You always will do that.
Yes.
Now, is the summer musical going to be a 4 or 5 week affair?
I like the 4-week. I want to be respectful in theater. Most of our costs are upfront. So the building of the sets, the props, the costumes.
Right.
And so the longer you run, the easier it is to make your money back, right?
Right.
Even if the biggest seller for theater is word of mouth. We could do marketing out the wazoo, but word of mouth is
That's
what
right.
gets people in. And so when you have shows that are only 2 weeks long, you might sell out. You might hit that 90% capacity, but that doesn't give enough time for anyone to tell their friends to come see it. That being said, I run a community theater and I have to be respectful of people's time. And so a summer musical that is 5 weeks long, that's an extra week that these volunteers aren't going to the beach, aren't taking time for themselves. So it's this really interesting balance where I think
4 weeks is good because, yes, you get the local people, but you're also getting the out-of-towners who go to the beach and now what am I going to do tonight?
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's what you want.
Yeah. So it's good. I'm happy with 4 week. I'm happy with the 4 week summer. We did that last year. The last 2 years we did 3 weeks of Christmas, and we sell out our Christmas show. So I bumped it to 4 weeks of Christmas this year, which I think is a good decision. I mean, it's going to be a great show, and so so I'm very happy sticking with 4 weeks of summer and 4 weeks of Christmas. We'll see how many shows next year have 2 weeks, because that exhausted me.
Well, the Queen of Summer has just come in the door.
Oh, yes, outfit. Oh my
She's certainly
gosh.
dressed like the Queen of Summer.
I just love the windjammer. So
We are going to be taking our 4 o'clock break. Nicole, thank you. And Andrew, I'm not even going to thank you. We don't know how much of this anybody heard. Hopefully we have a certain portion of our audience out there that might be deaf and can read lips and got the rest of it. But thank you again, Nicole DiMattei. Remember, please, everyone, if you haven't seen Kiss Me Kate and you are local You've got 4 more performances.
3
beginning
more
with-
performances.
3 more, that's right. Tomorrow night's totally sold.
Yeah.
You've got Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. If you go Sunday afternoon, you'll see Andrew. You can slap him for me. We are going to go to break, and we will be back shortly with Lisa Konicki and Everything Ocean Community Chamber.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
Hi, I'm Chris Kozłowski, owner of Broadview Florist and Garden Center in Dunn's Corners. For over 40 years, our family-owned business has been your go-to destination for beautiful, custom-made floral arrangements. Whether it's a special event or just to brighten up your day, we create highest quality designs tailored just for you. Trust Broadview Florists to make every moment unforgettable. Visit us today or give us a call at 401-322-0390.
Let's all go to the beach. I wanna go to the beach. Cold weather sucks, let's get some relief. I'm telling you it's well within our reach. Take me to the beach today.
D&V Mechanical specializes in the installation, maintenance, and servicing of Mitsubishi ductless mini-split heat pump systems. We are certified by Mitsubishi as Diamond Elite Contractors and factory trained and up to date on the proper procedure of the installation and service of Mitsubishi ductless heating and air conditioning ductless heat pumps. We assist with the paperwork to reduce much of the stress-related documentation required to get the state rebates and federal tax incentives. We are not a jack-of-all-trades, master-of-nothing company. We are masters of ductless heat pumps. It's what we do, and it's what we know.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is, right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance. and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Experience local excellence with Roof Right Roofing in Charlestown, Rhode Island. With over 40 years of unmatched expertise, Roof Right specializes in architectural shingles and holds the prestigious title of GAF Master Elite Installers. Known for their commitment to the community and support for local initiatives, Roof Right is your trusted partner for all of your home's roofing needs. Call today for a free estimate at 401-212-4140.
And we're back again. This time without the frozen stuff. I've got Seaport White, which is something you won awards for, right?
Yes, we have multiple awards.
I am speaking with the queen of the tasting room. Her name is Susan LaRouche. And how long have you been with Seaport or Stonington?
I've been here since 2013, so quite a while.
So you were here under the old owners,
Yes.
Happy and Nick.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is a very successful, for those of you around the country who are streaming with us, but not quite sure where we are. This is Stonington Vineyards. We are in Stonington, Connecticut, very close to the Rhode Island border and very close to the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a beautiful location. And how old is the vineyard?
It was established as Stonington Vineyards in 1987, so we're the third oldest in the state.
Very good. How many are in this state?
God,
you know?
over 40, I think.
Are there in this little state?
Yeah.
I mean, Rhode Island is a very small state, but Connecticut's not big.
No, it's not.
And there's over 40, and they're all making a living.
Yeah, as far as I know.
How many different kinds of wines do you have? Someone asked me before we went on the air.
We offer 7 different kinds of wine, 7 different varietals.
Okay, and you have red, white, and rosé.
Yes, we have 4 whites of rosé, which we're currently in between vintages, and 2 reds.
Okay, and when people can come in, they can just get a glass like this. Your frozen one, I bet's been doing very well.
And we've only been selling it for 2 days, and it's a big hit. So
Well, yeah, we've had a 3-day heat wave. 100 degrees,
Yes.
that would do it.
That frosé was fantastic. The only reason I had to put it away is my tolerance, but oh my goodness. It's like a Dell's with alcohol. It's fantastic.
Like Dell's lemonade, yeah. Funny, a lot of people put alcohol in their Dell's lemonade. I have a cousin in North Carolina. When she came to visit, she never got a Dell's lemonade without putting vodka in it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the wines, do you have one that's a bestseller, or they all do well?
They all do well, but our Seaport White is our
drinking.
flagship. What you're drinking?
I
yes.
love that. It's great. It's not too sweet. It's not too dry. It's just good.
Yes, it goes with everything.
Yeah, it does. So they don't go by that white with fish and chicken and red with meat stuff
I don't
anymore.
discriminate my wine with my food.
It's what you like.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And you also have wine flakes, right?
We do. That's a new addition under the new ownership, and that has taken off like out of this world. It's done really well. So
I think people love to do that, where you get to try something, and then if there's something you really like, you go back to it later
and that's what we've seen happen. So
how much do they get? They get a couple of ounces of each one?
They get a 3-ounce pour of 3 different wines on our wine list.
Now, it doesn't have to be all reds or all whites.
They can build their own.
They can mix and match.
Yep. They can build their own however they want.
Great idea. And we are sitting, and I realize people are only seeing what's behind me, but we are sitting in I would call it the merch room, or
Yes,
the
the
gift
retail
shop.
shop. Yep.
The retail shop. There are sweatshirts, there are coasters and signs. And the thing that impressed me when I was here the other day and I walked around and looked is that your pricing is excellent. I have been at other vineyards, and you get in to see their gift items, and the prices are like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, you've got coasters and magnets here. The stuff under $5, under $2 even.
We try to make it affordable, but still enough for us to also turn a profit. So
Yeah. And of course, you sell the wine.
Yes,
I mean,
of
not
course.
just glasses. They can buy bottles.
of
right?
course, yeah.
Something that's always important to me. I am a person that can't do much drinking unless I eat something with it, especially if I'm going to be on the road. You do have items that you sell, right? Chips
Yeah,
and
we do
pretzels and
sell Cato Corner cheese, which is a local.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so we have some cheese and crackers, but we always welcome our guests to bring their own snacks if they want to as well. So, and then when our big events, we offer food truck options as well.
That's terrific. So people could come in with a sandwich or chips and that's
Happens all
okay.
the time.
Wow. And before I let you go, talk about the entertainment because I think that's terrific.
We do a lot of entertainment. Right now, we're in the middle of our summer concert series. So every Friday night from 6 to 9, we have a different local band that plays. It's a per person ticket price, and they can purchase them up till 12 o'clock Friday, the day of, and 20% of the profit goes to a local charity.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yep.
Do the charities vary each time, each week?
Mhm.
Wonderful.
And they're all local. We're trying to give back a little bit. You know, the band sets up on our deck, and then the lawn essentially becomes the stadium, and everybody just sits and listens to live music and has a good time.
Do people need to bring their own chairs?
Yeah, I mean, our seating is first come, first serve, and limited. So
Because you do have picnic tables
do.
out in the vineyard.
Yes.
I know that.
yes, but everybody comes, brings their chairs, their pop-up tents, their blankets, their kids, their dogs.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's great. Dogs are welcome on a
Yes.
leash, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yes.
And well behaved.
yeah,
And but that's great. Sometimes the dogs are better behaved than the kids.
I agree.
In fact, most of the time. Susan, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We are going to give this microphone to Lisa Konicki.
Perfect.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Have a good one.
You too.
And thank you for your hospitality today. And as she knocks everything over,
I did no such thing.
my friend Lisa is the president of
Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Our 100th year.
Yes.
Exciting stuff.
This Sunday is Party of the Century.
It will be fantastic. We are thrilled to host a couple hundred people down under a tent in Watch Hill right on Bay Street. So
I will be one of them. I just want to know, where do you park? Where do you ever park in Watch Hill? But with 200 people there?
Excellent question. So we've paid to have what's called Holdridge parking lot reserved for our guests. So when you come in to Watch Hill,
Right.
on your right-hand side, right where Lily Pulitzer is,
Yes.
behind it is a very large parking lot that is designated 100% for our event.
Yay.
Yay.
Because I didn't think that Taylor
close by.
Swift was going to open
no,
her
no,
home.
no, or Chuck Rice. No, they want us to
Come
find
on
our
out.
own. So,
Yeah, you'd see Taylor out there getting 20
so we
bucks
should
a
be
car.
fine. We should be fine. Starting at 5. So
Right.
don't come at 4:30 because they're still using it for the beach and other people that pay for the day pass. But starting at 5 o'clock, it's for us.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're excited. And there's a lot happening that night. We recently contracted for horse-drawn carriage rides.
Really?
So a business called Roll, R-O-L Farms out of Groton, Connecticut is coming, and they have their beautiful horses. I know one of them's name is Oreo. I forgot what the other, they're both black and white and so beautiful. And they'll be doing free carriage rides for our guests. So anyone who wants to can get aboard and take sort of a magical little tour
it
through
great?
Watch Hill.
And take pictures.
Yeah.
The weather is going to be gorgeous.
Yes, it's exactly what we ordered.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I'm predicting a sherbet sunset. And by that, I mean orange, purples, and pinks. We've earned this. It's coming.
Yeah.
That night, it's going to be special.
Yeah, I mean, we're going through hell this week with the heat wave, and we're going to have rain for a couple of days, but they say the weekend will be.
Yes. Yeah, excuse me. I literally came directly from the Windjammer where we had a staff half day today. So we had lunch there and came over here. So it's like bathing suit and throw something on because it's 100 and something degrees outside. And I assumed that we were going to be sitting outside in the sun for this. So
no, we didn't.
That's why I'm like, I want the least amount on me, and we're actually quite comfortable in here.
No, you're fine. But if you came from the Windjammer, if you didn't bring me chowder, you're in trouble.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's my favorite
we had a great
chowder
lunch.
in town.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we had a really, really great lunch. It was good.
And this was for your staff.
The tuna wontons. I don't know if you like seared tuna. Delicious. So seared tuna on house-made wontons with a little wasabi and some balsamic, and really just lovely. Just enough of a drizzle. And then, we had chicken sandwiches and burgers and stuff. Yeah, just the three of us. It was a staff meeting and a preparation for Sunday. We don't do that, but maybe twice a year, take it outside.
Yeah.
So one of our volunteers was at the office while we had 3 hours at the beach together doing our lunch and our meeting.
I hope you gave the volunteers some food, brought him or her something back.
We brought her something back. It wasn't food. Okay. She was rewarded.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Very good. All right. So let's talk about Sunday, because when I was trying to decide, am I going to this? Am I not going to this? Oh my gosh.
Is that even a decision?
It wasn't a hard decision.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, I try to support the chamber in all your activities.
You do in so many ways.
But there was that one thing I saw that said, you had me. 400 oysters.
Oh, you're into oysters.
Yes.
Okay.
And shrimp.
There you go.
But I saw 400 raw oysters.
So you're just going to stand right there and we know where to find you.
Probably
and you're going to get your fill.
Next to Alan Brinton, because he can suck oysters like nobody's business.
All right. Well, we'll look for the two of you there. And we need to thank Jeff from Watch Hill Oysters, because he's the one donating the oysters, and him and his team will be shucking them that night.
Wonderful.
Very generous of him. And then Aileen is providing the shrimp.
Yes.
So we have beautiful, fresh seafood coming in.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
The dessert table is going to be equally as impressive.
I'll just be at the seafood.
That's where you'll find me.
Okay.
Between Vesta Bakery and Sift Bake Shop.
Oh,
there's going to be some
the two best
amazing things happening at that end of the table. And then I don't know if you've had the opportunity to try Mystic Coffee yet.
No, I haven't.
It is a gourmet blend of premium coffee sold at a few hotels, like in Newport and
What about the new hotel in Mystic?
The Delamar. I don't know if they've got them as a client yet, but as you know, I've never had a cup of coffee in my life, so I'm not a good judge of coffee. But what I hear is it's fantastic. What I know is it's owned by a local veteran who's an amazing, hardworking, very humble individual, and him and his wife are out there with this product that they're so proud of, and they're donating their coffee this weekend at our event just to give greater exposure to the product to those folks from the community who are coming on August 3rd. So they'll be under the big tent with the desserts and all the other foods that are going to be there.
Wonderful. And speaking of husband and wife and donating, I assume Grace Hale will be there.
Oh my gosh. They're the type of company that if you don't ask them to participate and you don't ask them to donate, they actually get mad at you.
I heard you say that probably a year and a half ago, which is the best way of ever introducing Jen Brinton.
Yeah. I mean, she wants to be involved in everything.
Yep.
In everything. Do not count her out. Even if she just donated to something, I'll give you an example. We had Fusion in May. That's a significant donation by them.
It was huge.
Thousands of dollars of product. I would never think to ask her to donate again to this event in August. And she was like, of course we're donating. Like, why would you not ask me? It was very matter of fact, very emphatic about it. So both Grace Hale with all their fantastic beers, as well as South County Distillers with all their canned cocktails.
Yes.
They're going to be there, and all their stuff's going to be there. Then we also have a specialty cocktail of the night that's being prepared for us by Pooch's. So that'll have some sort of hard alcohol in it and their special recipe, whatever that signature drink is. There'll be other items at the bar as well.
So stop me if I'm wrong, but from what you're saying, when you're saying the oysters are being donated and the shrimp and Vesta and Sift and Grace Hale, if all this is being donated, then the very little bit of money that we have to pay for a ticket, and I think it is very little bit, it goes to the chamber.
I wish that were the case. I'm praying for break even, and we might not make it. But that's not the purpose of the event. The purpose of the event is to celebrate our 100. But let me just give you an example. Because the tent is up for the 2 days before we're there, we're benefiting from all the efforts and expenses that went into putting that tent up. We're tagging along, and it's being kept up an extra day just for us. As a result of that, we're paying $3,500 to use the tent for a 4-hour event.
Wow, did you hear that, Andrew?
That's a significant
$3,500.
That's a significant amount of money. Okay,
Wow.
so that's just the tent. Then we have over $1,000 for the restrooms that we want to provide. So they're not going to be regular porta-johns. They're going to be the nice kind in a trailer. Then we're paying $500 to rent the parking lot that we talked about so that there's designated parking for our event. Then we're paying Watch Hill Catering to do the small plates menu. Because while we are getting some wonderful food like arancini from Casa della Luce and meatballs from Westerly Packing, that's not enough for a meal. So we have other foods that are coming that we've contracted from Watch Hill Catering at a price per person.
You've got a huge budget for this thing.
Yeah. We're paying for the horses to come. That's $900. So the 125 that we're charging.
Yeah, 125 is such a small amount.
We're literally hoping to break even, and we're prepared to lose 1,000 or 2 if we have to, because it's a once in a 100 occasion, and we don't want to skimp. We want it to be out of this world. There is one other cool thing that we're doing that night. So Dan Morantz is an artist. I believe you know him.
Very well.
He's really talented. We've contracted
He's doing the
with
logo,
him.
right?
Yeah. So he's taken our chamber logo, which is the anchor, and 2 water splashes on each side of it. And he has, in an 8-foot size, recreated our logo out of wood, hand stained it, the 3 different shades of blue that are in our logo, and then, like a jigsaw puzzle, used machinery to cut it all into pieces.
Wow.
So when you come to our event, after you check in and you're given your pin, which says you've paid and now you can enjoy the event, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go over and you're going to autograph one of these pieces of our logo, and then you're going to place it on this 8-foot board. When the event is all done and all 225 pieces are placed, he's going to take it with him, put it together, shellac the whole thing, and it's going to be mounted in our boardroom or in our lobby at the chamber forever.
Wow.
So it really is a piece of history.
When you have your 200th party,
yeah,
and I'm the only one probably that'll still be there.
You might be there.
Maybe. Hopefully.
All right, yeah, but he'll still be looking for the microphone.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you such crap. Anyway, yeah, it'll be
Special.
there. It will be there.
Yeah.
I mean, the children of the children of
And
the
everyone
children
will have
see
touched
that.
it. And so it just symbolizes what we're about. All those different people, all those
I'll
volunteers,
bet this was your
all
idea.
those businesses. You know what? I cannot take credit for this. We have a committee of about 7 people that have met maybe 6 times, and we meet over refreshments at a different person's house, and we started brainstorming what would be unique, what would be lasting, what could we autograph. Like, it was one person
But
suggesting
coming
something.
up with this thing that Dan is doing is just amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
I go every single first Friday
to the art stroll.
to the art
It's
stroll.
gorgeous.
And I go to the
Arts Cooperative
yes.
Gallery. Yep.
Yes, right there at the train station. And Dan always has a table made out of the wood.
So
from-
impressive.
You know, and you look at this stuff and you say, how does one person do that? That's, I mean, he's a realtor and he does
But this is his passion.
Oh, I know it.
And he likes a challenge. And when I called him with this, he was hankering for this job.
I'm sure.
He wanted this. He is so excited about it. So when you arrive at the event, the pieces to the puzzle will be just in a mixed pile. You're going to grab whatever shape interests you, sign it, and then you walk over to the table and figure out where it fits within the puzzle. It's going to be so neat.
That's incredible.
Because when you think about, like, a new building is made, you have the signing of the beam where everybody gets, and it goes up and it's there forever. Well, we just bought 170 Main Street, but it's not new to us. It's new to us. It's not a new building. And we thought about, well, what could we put at the new building that would be really neat? But we're not using that building, at least not for the next few years, as any kind of office space. So I hate to have a commissioned piece of gorgeous artwork down there on display in a warehouse. That doesn't make sense.
No.
So we said, we're gonna put it in our lobby where there's a tall wall where it could get lots of visibility from the tourists that come in, or we'll put it in our boardroom, so it has a place of honor, and it reminds us of this
you
incredible.
just said the key word is visibility.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost doesn't matter where you put it as long as it gets the visibility.
Yeah.
And it's like, I still marvel. How many months has that sand sculpture been out
And
there?
it looks brand new.
Yes. I went by there the other day.
I went by yesterday and I said, I cannot believe how
Atlantis
perfect it is.
It's been rained on.
pristine, yeah.
Yeah.
With all the storms.
I mean, it rained all
I'll tell you
spring.
the
It's
hit.
been 100 degrees half the
They
summer.
coat it with a solution that's 90% water, 10% Elmer's glue.
Oh.
And they lightly spray it on there, and it creates a very thin, almost plastic-like clear coating, so that when it rains, the water kind of beads right off of it, and that's what makes it stand the test of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can't tell looking
You
at it.
cannot tell. It doesn't have a sheen to it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they shared that with us, and they actually left behind a bucket that has that solution in it. And they said, if you know there's a big rain coming, maybe go out and give it a fresh, squirt or whatever.
So
Have
much
you
goes
had
into
to
this.
go out and squirt it
I have
much?
not squirted it, and we've had plenty of rain. That is not in my
Yeah.
job description. Squirting the
Squirting was
sand.
not in there.
Yeah,
huh?
no. We do enough. We do enough.
Yeah, I think you do.
So, and it looks great. It's doing great on its own. But so back to the party. A couple hundred people, an amazing time, a
And
beautiful
tickets are
Sunday.
still available.
Sure, we'll sell
Good.
tickets right up till the day of. If you can come, great. The more the merrier. I did want to address the attire. So the theme for the clothing is Golden Hour Glam.
Right.
Golden Hour is sunset.
Right.
Okay, so that doesn't mean you have to wear gold. We don't care what you wear. Be cool.
What you're wearing right now would be perfect.
I don't call this glamorous, but
I would.
I will have something gold on. What? I don't know yet. Lots of people are wearing gold, but nobody has to wear gold.
Right.
I know someone wearing blue. I know someone wearing black. With gold earrings, whatever. Golden hour is sunset. Glam just means something a little special, whether it's a cotton sundress or whether it's something with sequins, anything in between. You will feel comfortable because we're gonna have a wide range.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
Wide range. Yeah, but my outfits, I could not find anything. So
You always have amazing outfits.
I went 2 Saturdays ago to New York City to find the dress that I was going to wear. This was after exhausting every option, of course, locally in Stonington, Mystic. Then I went to Newport, Tiverton. Then I went to Cranston and Warwick. Then I went to Fall River. And then I said, that's it. I went to New York. The stores that I normally have good luck with, where Angie Smith used to take me shopping, were closed on a Saturday. So I ended up at a fabric store where I picked out 3 pieces of fabric. I texted them to my seamstress, who's Kayla, at Kayla's Sewing across from the train station in Westerly. And I said, can you make a dress with this for August 3rd? So she has less than 2 weeks. She said, sure, bring it in. So she is custom making me a dress out of 3 pieces of material that I bought. I have no idea how this is going to come out. I don't know if it's going to fit. I don't know if I'm going to like it.
Oh, now did she measure you?
She did not measure me, but she has made things for me in the past.
Okay.
And
I'm sure you'll go for some kind of a fitting, like a wedding gown.
She's working on it. I don't know. And then a couple days ago, I popped in and I said, here's another dress that I already own. It's a backup. If you can't make the other one in time, cut 1 foot off this dress and take it in because it's too big. Take it in like an inch on both sides, and I'll wear that. So I got something. I don't know what. It's a big mystery.
Oh, that sounds
Maybe I'll be
fun
like
now.
Cher and do a wardrobe change if she gets both done in time. Why not?
Yeah,
every 2 hours.
They do that on the award shows.
Hey,
why not?
Anything's possible.
You know what? We're going to take a break right now. We will be back shortly. You're listening to Man. I think this is the first time I'm saying you're listening to Man About Town. We are a production of 321 Media. We are coming to you today from Stonington Vineyards in Stonington, Connecticut. right there.
And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful, and you know something? They ship all over the country. So check them out. Google
Award-winning
Stonington
wines.
Vineyards, and you'll get some great, great wine. We will be back shortly. See you soon.
Game in a fun and meaningful way. Kiefer's Martial Arts on Granite Street has everything you're looking for. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and of course, adult karate. It's not just about getting fit, it's about building your self-confidence, discipline, and that unstoppable feeling you get from all your hard work. Stop into Kiefer's Martial Arts today to sign up.
Are you looking for a fresh cut in Westerly? Step into Rio's Barber Shop in Granite Plaza. Whether it's a classic trim or a trendy new look, we've got you covered. Experience the perfect cut for every age and style in a friendly and relaxed atmosphere. At Rio's, it's not just a haircut, it's an experience. Visit Rio's Barber Shop in the Granite Plaza in Westerly or give us a call to schedule your appointment at 401-315-2208. Your style, our craft, Rio's Barber Shop.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's who we are. Local communities made up of customers, families, and friends. Business owners invested in helping their communities thrive. Dedicated employees committed to giving back in ways that go beyond banking. If your banking relationship leaves you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Hi, I'm AJ Truck.
And I'm Jeff Swiderski with AnnieMac Home Mortgage's Momentum Group, your trusted partner in the home buying process.
At AnnieMac, we can strengthen your offer with our innovative program, Cash to Keys, giving you a competitive edge by allowing you to make a cash offer on your new home.
Together, we've helped over 1,000 families move into their dream homes, and we'd love to do the same for you.
Give us a call today at 401-486-0853 to get started.
Wood River Health is my home for health.
Wood River Health is a one-stop shop for primary medical care, dental care, behavioral health, and social services. We care for the members of our community because they are our community. I'm Allison Crow, President and CEO of Wood River Health. Since 1976, our health center has provided high-quality, affordable health care to residents of Rhode Island and southeastern Connecticut. We are your neighborhood health center. Let us be your home for health.
I am Jim Howe. My practice is focused on representing people injured in car accidents, representing people injured in premises liability, represent people in all walks of life. I say all the time that I represent the underdog, and by the underdog I mean the person who is injured and is facing lawyers that are hired by insurance companies. If you unfortunately find yourself injured in an automobile collision or in any other circumstance where insurance may come into play, think of giving me a call.
Hi, I'm Neil Anthus, owner of Sound Financial Partners. We're a full-service financial planning practice dedicated to optimizing your investment, tax, and cash flow strategies. As fiduciaries, we always keep our advisory clients' best interests in mind when making recommendations. Whether you're preparing for retirement or growing your business, we're here to help you achieve your financial goals. Ready to start your journey to financial success? Visit us at our Wesley office or give us a call at 401-642-4333.
And Andrew did it again. We are back.
It took the rosé to have me.
Yeah, the frozen rose.
The rosé is what it took to have me do my job.
I got your groove back.
Yeah, we are back here at Stonington Vineyards. This is Man About Town. We are a production of 321 Media, and we will be moving in and fully operational at our new place on Saturday. But in the meantime, we've been having a great time going all around town and then some.
I like this, going to different locations. I think it's fun.
and we're going to be doing more of it.
Take it to the streets.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it to the community.
Yeah.
So I am here with the very shy Lisa Konicki
Yes.
from the Chamber, and we've been talking about the party of the century on Sunday, which really will be.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's going to be
right
special.
down to, you got to come to see what Dan Morantz did. You got to come to see what she's wearing.
Come to see the horses and come to see us honor two individuals for very quick but symbolic and meaningful presentations, both to Michael Benavides and Edward Marone, who are getting our Lifetime Achievement Award, something we've never done in 100 years. Maybe we won't do it for another 100 years, but they're both very deserving
They
of
sure
the
are.
recognition.
And if you see this little short woman standing at the oyster thing, making a pig out of herself, that's me.
All right,
I was gonna say the framing was hard on this because Lisa's up almost to the top and Rona's almost at the bottom with her camera.
Oh, really? I need a shorter seat, I guess.
I know, and in my car, I actually have a booster seat
So we
now.
look like Jolly Pig the Giant and Little Sprout, is what you're telling me. Uh-huh.
Okay, let's talk about, you were telling me some things off the air.
Yeah, so
You've got a ribbon cutting
It's an
coming
exciting
up.
time. A couple new businesses coming online. One of them is Ozzo, Ozzo. It is a restaurant that's going to be doing desserts, coffees, churros. They're on Granite Street in Westerly, right at the corner where the high school football field is. So if you've driven by that area at any point over the last 6 months, you've seen a major transformation take place on a historic building that was basically raised, and they used the footprint to build from the ground up, something that's really beautiful right now. So they are having us on Tuesday. The Chamber will be there for a ribbon cutting, and everyone is welcome to attend. It's at 5:30, and the actual address is 92 Granite Street.
And for those of you who live in the Westerly area, I will speak Rhode Islandese to you. It's where Hoxie Buick used to be.
Okay, that's
Okay,
true. That is
next.
true. August 1st, which is Friday, is our deadline for the 50 over 50 awards. Just a little refresher, because we're turning 100 this year. One of the programs we introduced was our 50 under and our 50 over awards program, which,
by the way, that was great. That was at Saltwater Farm Vineyard, another one of the 40 plus vineyards in Connecticut.
and they did a great job.
They did a wonderful job, and it was just a lot of fun, and to see people under the age of 50 being honored, and for so many doing so much.
What really struck me was how many said, "This place is beautiful. I've never been here before."
Right.
And so that in and of itself, to do an event that was highly meaningful, but not real formal. It wasn't a dinner or anything. It was like a glorified cocktail party, and a way to give people their beautiful engraved plaques, but a way for people to see the grounds there and picture what their event might be like, and of course to try the wine. So
exactly,
it was a lot of fun. Hats off to Grace Lund. She did an amazing job putting it together. And we're actually in the process of trying to figure out where we're going to do our 50 over 50 awards program. The reason is,
I thought that it was going to be at the yacht club.
It was, but what we just learned from the 50 under is the yacht club's going to be too small. We had 245 people.
Wow.
At the 50 under.
And it took forever to get checked in. I know that.
There was two reasons. There was, unfortunately, a car accident on the street, and that backed up traffic, and so that made everybody behind, and once they all got there, there was a long line. The other thing is, if you can imagine, the very first guests that came, they came about 10 minutes early. They were inside. We'll call it 15 of them. But the next group of guests came, and because the air conditioning was on in the vineyard, the doors are, of course, closed, just like the doors are closed here.
Right.
When the guests came, they assumed that the event wasn't open yet. They stood outside looking at the closed doors. Other people gathered behind them, standing behind those people.
I was
behind
one
those
of them.
people.
I
behind
was
those-
out there.
Nobody thought to open the door, which was unlocked. At 5:08, we're inside going, where the heck is everybody? And all of a sudden the door opened and we see 60 people staring at us like, why are you people all standing outside? Unbelievable.
I got there and I saw all these people, and I said, what's going on? And someone said, they're not letting people in
Baloney.
yet.
baloney. The doors were open. So the first people
But that's
came in.
what we all thought.
10 minutes early, the first people were. So,
Wow.
yeah, that was so of course, as a staff, when you do your debrief afterwards, you go, okay, that's never going to happen again. How do we prevent that from the next one? But we also realize that due to the popularity of the program, the cap of 180 people at the yacht club is not going to be sufficient for us. It's not. We need a bigger space. So we're talking about alternatives such as the Mystic Seaport, the Mystic Aquarium, the Westerly Armory, the Guard Arts Center. We have several, the United.
Sure.
We have several others. There's probably 10 that we came up with today at our staff meeting. We'll have to call around and see who's available, what the prices are, what makes sense for us. And unfortunately, pull back from that event at the Yacht Club because there's just no way. We don't want to turn people away and tell them they can't come and see their coworker or their family member get their award. So it's a good problem to have.
That's what was nice about being at Saltwater last week when we finally all got in. The demographic, I mean, you had people there with toddlers and dogs all the way up to, I was chatting.
Grandparents.
Yeah. I was chatting with a man who was grandfather of one of the ones who was being honored.
Nice.
I hadn't seen him in about 20 years.
Let me guess, Al Almeida.
You're right. And we just,
his grandson was honored.
Yes, and
he's such a sweet man.
We had such a good time.
Love him.
Catching up and talking and all of that. But I looked around and you saw strollers and leashes, and I saw somebody with a walker.
Yep.
And why not?
It was fun.
Everybody
it was casual.
and it was beautiful weather. We were lucky.
No, I mean, even Riverglow this past weekend was a 10 for weather.
It sure
was. It was a 10. I think the crowds were probably one of the biggest crowds of all that we had. We had an amazing turnout of volunteers, which is crucial for us because it is one of our most intense events to pull off. They start at 8 in the morning and then they don't stop until 11 at night. We're unloading back at the office at 11.
Right.
And once we were all done, which was around midnight, we all ran down to the junction across from the train station and ordered meatball grinders and got last call as a group.
Sure.
To say, hey, congrats.
Hopefully, do the businesses in town thank you for doing this?
Well,
the ones who remember and the ones who aren't, because that's always my thing.
So listen,
because they benefit from
I'm
it.
not looking for a thank you. To me, the thank you is renewing their dues. The thank you is we're going to continue to invest in you because job well done for lifting our community up and bringing thousands of people here, which made our registers. I don't need a text. I don't need an email. I don't need a thank you card. I don't need a free just renew. We're happy to do our job. We're not looking for anything extra. Dues for the chamber is not a donation. We're not the United Way. We're not the Cancer Society. We're a business organization. And when someone writes us a check for $300, I take it very seriously that we have to give a return on that investment. Riverglow is one example of a way that we can give a return on that investment.
You do it all year round.
We do. We like to be the best value
just seeing
going.
those wonderful banners that are hung for you. Whether it's Sunday Fun Day or Riverglow or
And
whatever
that's
you're
not
doing.
cheap. Each banner is $7.50.
Wow.
But that allows us
I had
to
no
support a
idea they were
local
that much.
business to get them printed.
I was just gonna say I was thinking about that with the 100th anniversary gala. The food, you were listing local places like Casa della Luce, right? I mean, Westerly Packing.
Super
These
generous of
big
them.
events, it's people get to have fun, enjoy themselves while also supporting local businesses.
Yeah.
It's really great the
That's
work
what
you
it's
guys
all
do.
about. That's the nature of it. So yeah, we are so lucky that it just was great. And Bruce Morrow was running the hamburger grill with his team there.
He always
they
does,
sold
doesn't
out.
he?
They sold
Did
out of
he?
everything that they had.
Wow.
And it was, I think you can tell from the photos that were posted online, the fires were just robust and the
Yes,
crowd.
I saw them. Yes.
And then we had a new member that does drones. So he did some drone video footage of the event, which was gorgeous.
Wow.
So yeah, we've been very, very fortunate with the weather, and hopefully that will keep up. But looking ahead, we got a couple other things. On the 19th of August, it's the continuation of our professional development series called the Compass Series. And this
These are those lunch and learn
Correct.
series that
from
you do.
noon to 1:30. So we provide lunch. It's free if you're a chamber member or $25 if you're not. You register, you come to our office, and there's a different topic each month. So this topic is the core tenets of leadership. And anyone who has attended one of these programs so far has said it was time well spent.
Excuse me, we have a very special guest that's just come in.
Okay.
Not you. Turn around.
Oh my, I'm sure you're just as special.
Who is in there?
Sunny?
Sonny just got adopted from North Carolina.
Is Sonny a cat or a dog? I can't tell. A kitten.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
He's got a nice view.
We have
Or she. Is it a he or she?
It's a little boy.
This
Very
is
cute.
going all. We are live streaming
live.
worldwide.
Her mom works here. Her mom, he's coming to see his mom.
Nice.
His mom.
That's great. So how old is this little kitten?
He is 4 months.
4 months old.
So I went to North Carolina to visit my son.
And look what you came
I
home
went
with.
to buy a toy for my son's cat. I saw him and I surprised her. I thought it was going to be a bad surprise, but she fell in love with him.
There you go.
Of course. Oh, that is fantastic.
Welcome to Stonington, Sunny.
Okay.
Yes, thanks. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Okay.
Back to that. No, that was
I'm
cute.
sorry. Animals always more
Yes, I
important to
see
me.
that. On the 20th of September, so we're talking about 7 weeks from now, is our buoy workshop for Stonington families. We do 2 of them in a row.
To paint the
To paint.
buoys.
So if you live in Stonington, your children attend Stonington School, or you homeschool, either one is fine. You can register for free starting on September 1st for these 2 programs. The one on the 20th is at Stonington Como. The one on the 21st in the morning is at LaGrua Center. And once 40 registrations come through,
That's it.
that's it. Those
And this is for the lobster
for
trap
this year's
tree.
lobster trap tree. So we provide all of
We're
the
talking
dates,
about
materials.
Christmas. It's 105 out there.
But you know,
This
people say
year
Christmas in July.
I know, and it went so fast.
I went
this
to
year.
an event yesterday at Top Golf in Cranston,
Yeah.
which just joined our chamber, and I walked in and everyone had Christmas hats on.
Really? I'm surprised they joined. That's awesome. That you
They
got to
did.
golf.
They did. I got to try golf there for the first time, and I have never in my life imagined a place that large. When you're in there, first of all, it's 3
it's a mon-
stories. It's a
And
monster
it looks
building.
like a highway, yeah.
And when you're up there, we were on the 3rd floor looking out. It's actually kind of terrifying. It's like the equivalent of 2 football fields in
Yeah.
length. But very, very high tech, immaculately clean, super fun. There were 5 of us girls as part of a Christmas in July party of about 30 people that were invited to get us more familiar with that facility.
Yeah.
And they served us food, and we met some great people that work in hotels in Providence. And we had a great time.
They
Oh, I
are
bet you
huge with
did.
my age demographic. One of my best friends just had his bachelor party there
There
a few
you go.
months back.
Yeah, there were at least 3 bars there. One of
Yeah.
them was kind of swanky. So I don't know what I had in my mind, but going there was well worth it because it educated me. It's really a full entertainment venue,
Yeah.
indoor. It's like Chuck E. Cheese for kids.
yeah.
For adults.
That's a huge acquisition. Think about it. You're getting an audience in Cranston.
Yeah.
You're having business in Cranston, and they have a ton of people. It's widening the reach of the chamber. I think that's fantastic.
And how great that they joined the chamber.
No,
Yeah.
we were thrilled, and I had fun. I'll tell you who's got a great swing is Maria DiMaggio. She's been taking lessons recently.
Really?
And of the 5 girls on our team, I think she came in second, but really she should have come in first because she had the power moves. It was very impressive. Her lessons are definitely paying off.
It's good.
So that was fun. So again, we got the buoy workshops, and then did I mention the deadline for 50 over?
Yes.
Is August 1st?
It's
Okay,
August 1st,
good.
which
All right.
is 2 days from now.
Oh my gosh. So that's the immediate stuff that's happening right now. I have no nutcrackers left to offer. I
Okay.
have 2 buoys left, and we are going to do the dining passport again. It was so well received.
Oh, I know you loved it.
Yeah, and it sold out. We had a big waiting list. So we've reached out to all the restaurants and said, let us know if you'd like to participate again. And right off the bat, more than 20 signed up. Last year we had 25 25 or 28. So we'll call those others that haven't responded yet, and I'm sure we'll get the same
And you've
number.
got some new
we
restaurants
do.
in town too.
We do. So that won't come out until November, which is when we launched it last year. It's really like a great Christmas gift.
Why don't you explain a little bit to people what it is?
So these books cost, at least this year, $100. We only printed 300 of them. It's a hardcover, very impressive looking book that offers buy one, get one free dinners at restaurants throughout the 2-state region. And it's valid January 1st to December 31st. So you and I can go in, you can order a prime rib for $50. I can get the same prime rib for free. It's of equal or lesser value the second meal. So do not order pasta the night that you use it. I always start at the bottom of the menu, what's the most expensive, and whether it's the swordfish, the lobster, the prime, like you might as well take full advantage of it.
Absolutely.
Because your bill is so small. It cannot be used for takeout, so you have to dine in, and it's valid Sunday through Thursday. Okay, it's awesome. My book is almost already fully used, and it's only July.
Well, I think you said last year when this first came out, if you use it maybe 3 times, it pays for itself.
Yes, mine has paid for itself like 6 times over so far. And we've gotten to try some great restaurants and some different foods, and it's a great way to support local again.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. We are not taking payments for that yet. We will not be accepting payments for that until probably September. And that'll be, reserve in advance your book, pay in advance. That way you have a guaranteed book waiting for you.
Great.
So thank you to the restaurants, because obviously each one of them is committing to contributing 300 meals.
Right.
If every single one were to be
Are you
used.
going to do just 300 again?
Yes, because we asked them last year, what number are you comfortable with, 300 or 400? Because once you do the run, that's it.
Right.
And of the 28 restaurants, all of them said 300 except for one. One said, I'll do 400, but so who knows? We'll ask them the same question this year.
Right.
And go from there, because not every single restaurant sees 300 guests, but they're seeing new customers, and that's what it's really all about.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
It's got to be a win-win on both sides for it to work, which
So
is
of course,
great.
we're still running around with our magazines. Thank you for all your help bringing them to welcome centers on the other side of Connecticut.
Bring him more when he needs them.
Yeah, they're at the Welcome Center in Rhode Island. They're at TF Green Airport. They're at all the local hotels and libraries and town halls.
I see them everywhere.
Yeah, we want people to know what's
do.
going on. Actually, I saw them on the counter over here, which was good. That's why we spend the time putting it together and the money getting them printed and delivering them. It's not too late in the year. You can call us at 401-596-7761. We'll pop one in the mail to you, and you can see what's happening for the rest of the calendar year.
Well, that's the thing about this area. This is not a one-off by any means.
Oh, no.
There is so much here.
Constant churning of vibrancy and activity.
And if anything, I mean, I've heard people say constantly throughout the year, too many things are happening on the same day at the same time. But that's
in the old days, we had a community calendar, and we really used to try to police it, if you will.
You can't do
Now
that
you can't.
anymore.
There's
You really can't.
so many groups doing so many events that inevitably you're going to have a fundraiser for one on the same night that the Musqueamicut group's doing a movie, on the same night that there's a Cheers for Charity at Grace, same night that the United Theater has a live performance. I mean, we're just blessed to have all these choices.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it didn't used to be that way forever ago.
We've got about 7 minutes. What else would you like to bring up or reiterate? It's not too late to go to the Party of the Century on Sunday.
No, oceanchamber.org. All the details are there, and you can buy a ticket online. You do not have to be a member of the chamber. We have people from the general public that are coming to celebrate. If you just want to go to an awesome party and be a part of it,
Sounds like an awesome
we would love
party.
to have you there. So that's great. If you're a business and you're not yet a member of the chamber, we highly encourage you to join. We just had Rumble Bikes join this week.
Oh,
They
good.
are a bike
Welcome.
shop on Main Street in downtown. So we went there, took some photos, met with Amos Brumble. We'll be doing a post probably in the next couple of days to show his products and services. And
we're happy to have him on board.
Tell us about the new space, because I see your vehicle there whenever I go by.
Well,
the chamber vehicle.
We've done a few things. We fixed the garage door, which was broken, so now we can actually open it and close it. The lock works. There's a rubber seal that goes along the bottom of the door that was ripped half of it off. So overhead doors from Norwich came and they replaced that for us, which was great. We
stop just for a second and tell people what we're talking about. People that may not live here when we say the other space.
Bought a building at 170 Main Street in Westerly. It's a 2-story warehouse for the purpose of storage on the bottom and either office or 2 apartments on the upstairs. That will be determined by our board. Okay, we are outfitting it electrical wise and plumbing wise as if it's going to be 2 apartments upstairs, because that would be the greatest use of the building.
Oh, it'd be terrific.
And there's a desperate need for housing in this community, so we feel like we would be helping, that cause by doing it. But as of now, what we've done is gone in and give it a massive cleaning inside. Yesterday, we spent 2 hours bringing some of our nutcrackers that are 6 feet tall down to the building. So there's 13 of them in storage now. We'll continue to bring some more.
One sentence, and the nutcrackers are for?
The Nutcracker Trail is
I have to keep remembering, we have this wide audience around the world.
So we got this crazy idea that as part of our 100th, we would do a trail of custom artisan nutcrackers. They're 6 feet tall, they play music, they light up, and they're amazing. So we have the Grinch, Santa Claus, Heat Miser, and then we have traditional nutcrackers and some that are in the theme of a particular business, and they're going to be on display at retail shops, banks, nonprofits, all throughout the region, and you can see them all in one place on November 30th at the United Theater. That is the one day you can go from 11 to 2 and every nutcracker will be.
What's the day of the week? Do you happen to know?
I think it's a Sunday.
Oh, good.
I think it's a Sunday.
That's great.
And after that afternoon, they'll then get deployed to their different locations for whoever owns them or sponsored them. And for the next 6 weeks, people can visit them at those stores or restaurants or what have you. So a lot going on with the new building. We don't have electricity or water yet. We've applied for those permits. That is in the works. That's going to be a pretty expensive undertaking.
What was that address again?
170 Main Street in Westerly. We are having this Friday the fence. There's a giant industrial fence on the front of the building that's ugly and serves no purpose.
Yes.
That's getting ripped out.
Good.
And those holes will be filled. We also had all of this cement, what is it called? Repointed? Is that what they call it? When you have cinder blocks with the grout, and then sometimes they crack and pieces fall out. A mason comes and uses a special, like a
Elmer's glue.
Yeah, not that. They do this thing that like shaves it down, kind of like when you have
I know what
cavity.
You're talking about.
And then they fill it with new grout so that it's sturdy.
Regrouting.
And then you don't see the daylight through it anymore. So James Mackin, Mackin, who's a mason in Westerly, he came, charged us nothing, and he did the regrouting of the building for us.
Remember that name, James Mackin. Give him business and thank him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So we are chipping away, absolutely chipping away. What's next? The water, the electricity, and we want to paint the bottom, the cinder block. If you look to the right of our building, the former Marone Electric, which is now Shore Appliance.
Yes.
Just this week, they painted their cinder block. It's cream colored. What a difference.
Really?
Instead of that industrial gray cinder block look that's kind of like, looks like the Flintstones or something.
Am I looking at the right building here?
It's to the left of that building. Ours is to the left of that building and set back.
I see. It was hidden there.
Yes.
Did you see the chamber vehicle outside? That you should. It's been
This
parked
is as
there.
of May.
Okay, that was the building. It looks so much better now. And I've also been over there. I look like the girl from Ghostbusters. I have this pack on and I'm squirting and killing all the weeds that are on the property.
Yeah.
So it looks good. It looks like somebody cares about it. And we're really excited to own it. We're putting a lot of heart and soul into it. And we want it to be a source of pride for the community. But we got a lot of work to do.
It will be, but that never stopped
There will
you.
be no ribbon cutting there until we get it the way we want it, and we're talking probably a year down the road.
Wow.
I'm sure.
Because it's expensive, and
Well, I thank you so much,
Thanks
Lisa,
for having us.
coming here. And I want to tell people next week, I cannot believe will be our first Wednesday in August.
Yeah.
I just remember when
Sneaks up on you.
I wished everybody Happy New Year, and look where we are. But our first Wednesday of every month is always the same guests, and we love them. They've been with us since we started 6.5 years ago. We have Bridget Hopkins and Bill Ancelata from our Westerly Library and Wilcox Park. They have so much going on there, so many events, and it's a joy to have them on. And then at 4:00, we have Detective Howie Mills. And yes, I hate to inform you, but fortunately we do have him. Every month that he's on, there are new scams out there. I saw one yesterday on my cell phone, and I sent it right to him and said, thank God for you, because if not for him, I probably would have been taken in, because it told me it was from the Rhode Island Department of Transportation.
I knew you were going to say
Bridge
that.
tolls.
No, it wasn't the bridge
Oh.
tolls. No, it wasn't. This was one saying that it was not the DPW. Where do you go to get your license? The place in
Motor vehicle.
Motor
Department
vehicle.
of Motor vehicle.
It was supposedly for motor vehicles, but it wasn't. But it looked very official, and told me that because I have an outstanding traffic ticket, which I do not, they told me all the things that were going to happen to me unless I clicked immediately and made some restitution. And I guarantee you people are going
somebody
to
is. Of
do
course
that
they are.
because it
It's a
looks
numbers
so
game. They just do
real.
it. They just send out enough.
And the minute you click, they've got your
Yeah.
information.
And they're
So,
changing your ID and
you know,
your bank account.
bless Howie Mills. He's been with us since the beginning, and bless the Westerly Police Department. They're right behind him, and he brings people in with him.
And I bet he's going to talk about one of the largest leaks in history happened in the past week. So that's something to stay tuned for.
Yeah, another one, huh?
Yeah, the largest ever. So.
Oh, yes.
The T app.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to do this.
Signs of the times.
We will see you next week. In the meantime, I want all of you to go to the party of the century.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be sorry.
No.
And it's going to be fantastic just to see what 3 pieces of fabric are going to look like on Lisa.
If she gets it done.
Yes. Oh, she'll get it done for you. So have a wonderful week and weekend. Yes, it will cool off. If there's a God in heaven, it will cool off. And there is. And we tell all of you, as I say every week, don't be afraid to take a chance to do something different. Just don't do it on the highway next to me. See you next week.